A farmhouse living room is all about warmth, comfort, and a relaxed, welcoming atmosphere. It's the kind of space where you can curl up on a cozy couch with a good book, gather with family for movie nights, or simply unwind at the end of a long day. The appeal of farmhouse style comes from its blend of rustic charm, vintage-inspired decor, and a touch of modern simplicity. Whether you live in the countryside or in the middle of the city, you can create a farmhouse-style living room that feels like a cozy retreat by incorporating natural materials, soft textures, and timeless details that make the space feel inviting and lived in. One of the key elements of a farmhouse living room is the color palette. Soft, neutral shades like white, beige, cream, and gray create the perfect backdrop for a warm and airy feel. These colors make the space look bright and open while allowing other design elements to stand out. Adding earthy tones like sage green, warm browns, or soft blues can bring a subtle pop of color without overwhelming the relaxed aesthetic. White shiplap walls are a signature feature of farmhouse interiors, offering texture and a rustic touch without feeling too heavy. If shiplap isn't an option, painted wood paneling or a simple coat of crisp white paint can create a similar effect. When it comes to furniture, farmhouse style is all about comfort and character. Oversized sofas with deep cushions, slip-covered seating, and plush armchairs make the room feel welcoming and cozy. A large sectional with soft linen or cotton fabric is perfect for a family-friendly space, offering plenty of room for lounging and gathering. For a more vintage-inspired look, a tufted sofa or a well-worn leather couch can add character and timeless charm. Mixing and matching furniture pieces rather than buying a perfectly coordinated set adds to the farmhouse appeal, making the space feel collected and natural rather than overly designed. Wooden elements are a must in a farmhouse living room. Whether it's reclaimed wood beams on the ceiling, a chunky wooden coffee table, or open wood shelving, these natural materials bring warmth and authenticity to the space. A rustic wooden coffee table with visible grain and knots adds texture and personality, while an antique or distressed wood sideboard can double as a beautiful storage piece. If you love DIY projects, repurposing old furniture with a weathered paint finish or refinishing a vintage piece can add a personal touch to your decor. A fireplace is often the heart of a farmhouse living room, creating a cozy focal point that draws people in. Whether it's a traditional wood-burning fireplace with a stone surround or an electric version with a reclaimed wood mantel, having a fireplace instantly makes the space feel warm and inviting. A whitewashed brick or stacked stone fireplace adds rustic charm, while a sleek wood mantel decorated with vintage finds, candles, and greenery enhances the farmhouse aesthetic. If a built-in fireplace isn't an option, a freestanding wood stove or even a false fireplace with pillar candles can still add a cozy feel. Layering textures is essential for creating a farmhouse-style living room that feels warm and lived in. Soft throw blankets draped over the couch, chunky knit pillows, and woven rugs all contribute to a cozy, inviting atmosphere. Natural fiber rugs like jute or sizzle add an organic feel, while vintage-style Persian or distressed area rugs bring in pattern and color without feeling too modern. Mixing materials like linen, wool, cotton, and leather creates depth and interest, making the space feel rich and layered. Farmhouse decor embraces a mix of old and new, combining vintage pieces with modern comforts. Antique or thrifted decor items, like an old wooden ladder repurposed as a blanket rack, a collection of vintage books, or an antique clock on the mantel, add character and history to the space. Galvanized metal accents, like a wire basket for storing extra blankets or a metal pendant light, bring in an industrial touch that complements the rustic elements. Woven baskets are both decorative and functional, offering stylish storage for anything from magazines to firewood. Open shelving and built-in cabinets can add to the farmhouse aesthetic while providing practical storage. Floating wooden shelves styled with vintage crockery, ceramic vases, or old glass bottles create a charming display that feels effortless. A built-in bookshelf painted in a soft, neutral hue can serve as a beautiful backdrop for displaying treasured finds, framed family photos, and greenery. Mixing in natural elements like potted plants, dried flowers, or a simple vase of eucalyptus branches can bring a fresh and organic feel to the space. Lighting plays a big role in achieving the perfect farmhouse ambience. A large, statement chandelier made of wood and metal can serve as a stunning focal point, while industrial-style sconces or lantern-inspired pendant lights add a touch of vintage charm. Table lamps with distressed wood bases, ceramic finishes, or burlap shades enhance the cozy feel of the room. Soft, warm lighting creates an inviting atmosphere, so opting for Edison-style bulbs or dimmable lighting fixtures can help set the perfect mood. Wall decor in a farmhouse living room often features simple yet meaningful pieces. Large-scale art with nature-inspired themes, vintage-style botanical prints, or black and white photography can add visual interest without overwhelming the space. Framed wooden signs with heartfelt quotes or simple typography bring a touch of warmth and personality. A gallery wall with a mix of frames, mirrors, and antique finds can create a dynamic focal point while showcasing personal style. Leaning a large, distressed mirror against the wall can make the room feel more open and bright, reflecting natural light throughout the space. A farmhouse living room should feel casual and welcoming, making it the perfect space for gatherings and relaxation. A mix of seating options, like a deep sofa, accent chairs, and a cozy reading nook, encourages conversation and comfort. A wooden or upholstered bench by the fireplace or under a window can provide extra seating while adding to the rustic charm. Creating different seating areas within the space allows for versatility, whether it's a cozy corner for reading or a spacious arrangement for entertaining guests. Bringing in seasonal decor is an easy way to refresh a farmhouse living room throughout the year. In the fall, plaid throws, pumpkin accents, and warm-toned pillows can make the space feel extra cozy. During the winter months, twinkling string lights, champagne knit blankets, and evergreen garlands can create a festive atmosphere. In the spring and summer, swapping out darker textiles for lighter linen fabrics, fresh florals, and airy curtains can brighten up the space and make it feel light and breezy. A farmhouse living room isn't about perfection. It's about creating a space that feels warm, inviting, and lived in. The beauty of farmhouse design is in its imperfections. Whether it's a slightly distressed coffee table, mismatched decor pieces, or a vintage find with a story to tell, it's about surrounding yourself with things that feel meaningful and comfortable, rather than just following trends. Mixing old and new, rough and refined, and neutral tones with natural textures results in a space that feels timeless and effortlessly beautiful. Whether you love the classic farmhouse look with shiplap walls and antique touches or prefer a more modern farmhouse style with sleek lines and minimal decor, the key is to create a living room that feels authentic to you. With thoughtful design choices, cozy furnishings, and a mix of rustic and vintage-inspired elements, you can transform any space into a farmhouse-style retreat that feels like home.